Micah checker. How y'all doing? Episode 335, Knowledge is Love. BigEAstro. It's Taurus season. Let's talk about it. Yo, Taurus. Some say, listen up, Forrest, run. You know I get it done lyrically on the mic. Of course, I'm well hung. Number one, shorty. Spit it 40 on the microphone. Incomplete, guess naughty. Today, we're breaking down some deep stuff. See, Black Moon Lilith in Astrology. Chiron, the wounded healer for your truth. Taurus the bull, what is your quote? Juno the asteroid, commitment and love, grounded in earth, all up above. That self-worth seems important, can't you see? I sail the 7 seas in I rock astrology. On top of thee, there is none. On the microphone like KRS, you know I am number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lyrically, I love to just strive. I am that type of scribe that writes you the truth. The chip-tooth youth that spits from the booth. What do you know? Track switches up, or should I just go? Should I say goodbye? Should I just fly? Or should I explain how my brain's on third eye? Elevation. Here for the nation, no hesitation, mental masturbation. Come on, son, I want you to see clear. When I'm on the mic, there should be no fear. Yes, my dear, I'm holding you down, you know. For the fellas in the background, yo, thumbs up, kings up, queens up, you see. Props to my girl, Numeralytics B. Yeah, man, it's time to start the show. Knowledge is love, I had to give you that flow. What's up to y'all in the chat? Rat-a-tat-tat, the E, yes, he's back. Let's get on into it. On the mic, I run through it. Knowledge. You know, I love this track, and I just gotta say it because it is from my oldest son, all right, Elijah Taylor, and oh my gosh, I couldn't even turn off the phone, but that's all right. The track just ended. There we go. So, sorry guys. Let me just turn everything off and make sure we don't get disrupted. How y'all doing? What's up? Episode 335, kicking live. Now listen, I just finished having a little bit of lunch. No IG live today. I had to take care of some legal business, Controls America, and I think I'm going to have her on my podcast. Okay, Truest Law, so you guys can learn about family trust and wills and stuff like that. I think she's in a couple of states, but she's mainly in Arizona. But we'll talk about it. So today on episode 335, how you guys doing? I got a new little chat and restream, so wifey will have to break it down and read it and X that out. But we got a new chat, and today we're talking about the Black Moon Lilith in Taurus in her natal birth chart, Chiron the wounded healer in Taurus, which it does a longer transit, just so you guys know, in Aries and Taurus than the other ones. So that's kind of fascinating. And Juno, the asteroid of long-term relationships, commitment, and marriage in Taurus. And I can personally talk about that because I have it. And I'm married to Taurus rising. Say hello, Taurus rising.
Hello, Taurus rising.
Who's here?
We don't have anybody here. We have 3 people here, but nobody in the chat yet. So
okay. And I don't know why this is like this. Maybe they've just designed the chat or highlighted it a different way.
Overlay? I don't know. Let me see.
I tried to,
let me hit this and see what happens. Nope.
Yeah, okay. Just click the chat, regular chat. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all right. Yeah, chat's over here. But I clicked it.
Oh, okay.
And then click it back.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, it says we have no internet. I don't know what that means. Huh. It says no internet. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, hopefully we're live.
We have Peace, Juno, and Pisces, and home. How there the lovely couple? How are the lovely couple? Thank you, sweetie.
Hey, how you doing?
Stoke culture. So you're here, and Gigi.
Okay, so then we're
Empress,
live and the
here.
chat's working. So we do have internet.
I don't know why we have this thing that says nothing's there. Who knows?
That's really weird.
But anyways.
But how you guys feeling?
We're chatting. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate you, Quintella. We've got Quintella.
There's
Gigi,
the people.
Stoke culture. We've got everybody's coming.
I love
in.
it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
So, one, how you guys feeling? I did put up the poll question about sinners Friday night, Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night. So please go vote. And you guys let me know here, but go vote. I got coffee talk this Saturday. You don't want to miss that. 12 noon, 9 a.m. Pacific, to be specific, lyrically terrific. Talking about, this is an important transit. We'll do it again in probably January or February for the actual 7 year. This is for a few months. But Uranus and Gemini goes in on the 7-7 portal. And it's going to affect a lot this summer. The funky drummer.
Ooh, Quintella says she loves the new chat. Okay, so this must look really cool because it looks cool on our screen.
What do you mean?
Actually, as soon as I wrote that, now you froze. Oh, man, what's up? I can see and hear you.
Okay, so we're good. So we're good. You guys can see us in here.
I know, but Gigi can't.
Okay. Well, check. I don't know. Check on the phone and maybe tell the boys to get off the internet. Our internet.
On the internet.
Okay, the internet's been kind of janky lately, but check it on the phone.
Yeah.
But no, we're getting the chats and people are hearing us. So, so let me know. Please comment if you guys have Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and you want to book the birth chart reading. Eric at BigEAstro.com. But also check for, I told you Coffee Talk, Eric at BigEAstro.com. And if you're coming to Coffee Talk, let me know if you want to volunteer your chart. Just email me, and you could book it on the website or email me directly. You could do PayPal, Cash App, or Zelle. This is going to be a fun coffee talk. And remember, if you can't make it live, some people pay and they can't make it live, but you still receive the video, the recordings, all the information that I break down, the write-up for this transit. Okay. And I'm going to break it down for all 12 signs. And then we'll do a Coffee Talk members birth chart, a blind reading, which is really great because it's the whole group. And then we reveal who it is at the end. That was really awesome last month. I used to do that often, and now I'm going to get back to doing it. So that'll be kind of fun. And what else? Oh, and then the next Friday, the 16th, I'm going to play Jason, Taurus Midheaven. I'm getting back to guests. So I've got a great interview with Manifesting 123 with the author Ken Elliott. He is really an artist. He helps people with manifesting. He's kind of brilliant, an OG. So I'm recording that on Monday. That should be out on Tuesday. I won't be on Sunday for Mother's Day. We will have the free Coffee Talk webinar for sinners and look at the birth chart. We thought it was interesting. It was pretty good, but we're going to break it down. We're going to see what you guys think, but we're going to talk about it. I got an interesting perspective on it. But that will be either Friday at 8, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So please vote so I let you know, and then I'll announce it probably tomorrow, IG Live. Maybe a little late tomorrow. I got a meeting. We got to go to school. People have been messing with the Taylor twins, so we got to deal with some stuff at the school. It's been kind of crazy, stressing wifey and I out. But God is good. We're covered. But just understand, for you and your children, when you guys are in the light, you will have people try to come at you and test you. Remember, this warfare is spiritual. World War III has already begun, okay?
And Imhotep Drummer Jones.
What's up, Imhotep? How you feeling?
And,
I love that name. And then
I think now everything seems to be okay with the chat because I was looking here online.
Okay. All right, cool. So,
there we go.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I just took that out. There we go. Okay.
So now let's get started with the true Black Moon Love. Oh, I want to make an announcement. You guys, please go follow on Instagram, Blue Gourmet USA, but it's Blue Gourmet Bakery. But I think the actual title on IG is Blue Gourmet USA. Carolina, one of my amazing clients, she sent us, you want to grab a loaf of bread? There's some bread over there. She sent us a box of bread, you guys, that like no preservatives in it. She makes it all fresh, butter. This bread is off the chart. We had I had an egg sandwich just right now, but we had the kids made sandwiches today. They're both home from school. I told you we've been going through it. It was just with Tay, and then they were messing with Jackson yesterday. It's just, listen, you can't let these schools make you come out of yourself and try to, I'm not letting them put a black man in jail, making me go crazy. What good am I to my family behind bars, right? But this is how they test your boy. You understand? But I also wanted to let you guys know, please, no, I am not the person to be tested, right? I'm not bragging. I'm just letting you know I am covered and protected by God. Hence, look what I survived and what I went through. So whether it's, people in the sphere or the spiritual stuff, like don't come at me with stuff, because my God has got me. My ancestors have got me. Like it is, I've seen what's happened to people that have come at me, and it's not pretty. So it's a lick a shot, a warning shot. You understand? But it's also because of how I live my life, right? I am truly of service, right? I'm a servant for God to the collective. And that's how I take this stuff serious and being in service to you. So these people that, coming at me and wifey and my kids, that's not what they want to do.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
But anyway,
look at this from Carolina Shark. Oh my God.
This is just one of the things.
Yeah.
Like I need to show you
the
this
bread is so
it's
good.
crazy.
She makes it like
Look at
no
this
preservatives.
bread.
She's
It's
in
black.
Texas. She's in Dallas.
She
That's the charcoal sourdough. Yeah.
Charcoal sourdough on this. So I'm going to be like baking that up. We tried the sliders.
Yeah, we had sliders last night.
Fabulous. Did you put that post up on the?
It's on IG. Go watch that on IG.
And
BigEAstro.
We just did an egg sandwich. This will be. I'm gonna show you guys what this is about, because I consider myself a foodie, and I've never had charcoal bread before.
Yeah, we may have to do that for dinner or something, like something like really good. But you guys, I'm thinking like, oh my God, that may be good with like almost like baked with some honey or something.
Oh my God. See, and what's so funny is I was going to do something similar.
Yeah, like a sweet roll.
I'm going to put some butter
and honey
with
on
some
that.
lemon curd.
Oh,
it's going to be really good. So we have Abdul Ruse here.
Hey, Abdul
Black
Ruse.
Moon Lilith is in Taurus.
Okay, well, we're going to talk about.
We have Jolly James here.
What's up, Jolly James?
She's commenting on the new chat. It's looking really cool, right, guys?
Well, honey, so what does it look like on YouTube? Because they can't see it in Restream.
It looks similar to what we're seeing right here. Like this,
okay, so
really
what's
cool.
no new about it?
And Chantel is here. It looks very different, but it looks really cool. It looks nice.
Okay.
Anyways, we have Chantel here. We have let's see. Everybody's saying hello.
Well, YouTube must have done something different that I wasn't aware of.
And in her chat says that's Coffee Talk sounds like it's going to be fire. Yes, it is going to be fire.
Yes, so remember, vote. Please go vote on the post on my community page. It's either Friday night, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I didn't want to do Sunday to disrespect the mothers out there, but I had one person write they want it on Sunday night, and I guess, hey, like if it's Mother's Day, some mothers,
we were saying no, but at the same time, Mother's Day tends to be a brunch kind of day.
If you want Sunday night, write it in the comments on my YouTube channel, right? Where I have the 4 days, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But if you write in Sunday night, then I'll make it for Sunday night. I'm very respectful to the mothers. You know what I mean?
You better be respectful to them. No, I'm joking.
This is the only mother of my children. Okay. Yes. So I'm very excited or whatever, but let's get into it. Okay. So Black Moon, Lilith, and Taurus. I wanted to do 3 things. And I'm getting back to the guest month. The month of May, I got some heavy hitters coming for you. Ken Elliott. I've got, oh my gosh, Amanda Romania, who's an Egyptologist and Akashic Records reader. She is an Oracle card reader.
She's somebody that we met a while back.
Well, she met
amazing.
She met
I have been using Amanda's. I have been using Amanda's Akashic Oracle cards for a while now. She's really amazing.
She's going to do live readings, but she does tours.
She does tours in Egypt. She is a full-blown Egyptologist. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And Ken Elliott, he has a book called Manifesting 1, 2, 3, and it just breaks manifesting down in such an easy to follow.
That one's not live. I'm recording it on Monday. I'll release it on Tuesday.
Yeah,
okay?
So that I think is going to be really good, and I'm excited to have him. He's an artist, and my mother's an artist, and that's how we know him. Is she's taken some classes with him.
Yeah.
And he's a really amazing
guy. And
guy.
then who else we got? Oh my God, we got
Egypt. And then Quintella said, Egyptologist, I have never even heard of that word. Interesting. Yes, these are people
that's
that
a big
just
thing. Yeah,
focus
on the history of Egypt.
Is focused on that, but
and they do tours.
She brings together that Egypt knowledge with the Akashic Records knowledge.
We had a deep conversation.
She does Akashic Records readings and different things, but she also empowers people and she teaches people how to read the Akashic.
Oh, and I got psychic medium coming back on, Dr. Karen Michelle, who's going to play, and she does healing.
Excited for her,
healing with the harp, the resonance with the harp. Okay,
so we
have you guys ever heard of Lilydale?
Cool
Lilydale in upstate New York.
Lilydale.
They did a documentary on HBO about it. She's been invited and she's done readings there. She's the real deal. She's done some stuff for us.
Lilydale is one of these places. It's a town in upstate New York where you can't just buy a space in Lilydale. You have to be invited to buy a home
to move there. Yeah, it's only for psychics and oracle.
A specific initiation kind of process, which includes proving that you have these psychic abilities. They don't let just anybody come and read and do things. You've got to go in front of like a group of their psychics. But
also go back. She was on, I think this past summer. She was on. It was a recorded episode, but it was really great. And she's also an NDE survivor. She had, I think, 3 NDEs.
She's done some stuff with us that has been like really super spot on.
She's incredible.
And I'm going to be working with her privately. I'm very excited.
She's going to help Alana bring out her inner psychic.
Yes.
She's very intuitive.
And what else about?
And we have somebody else coming on in May. No, so Ken Elliott, Karen Michelle, Amanda Romania. Oh, and I have Brittany Smith coming on, and she works on mindset stuff and really works with families and focusing on self-love and different things. She's going to be coming on. That's going to be, I think, the 19th or something. That will be live. Brittany Smith, really talented sister. And she's got like a blended family of like 5. She's raising her sister, helped raising her sister's kids. So that's going to be fascinating. And I haven't confirmed the date yet, but Strange is coming back on from Holistic Remedies.
So guys, we're working it out.
We're working it out.
Some really great
May is going to be great.
As the title says, knowledge is love. And that's how much we love you guys, is we're really trying to bring together.
And really any updates, because we're meeting with, to finish, the community should be finished maybe the end of next week.
Yes. It was supposed to, I was supposed to be talking to him on Tuesday.
We've been this attack on our kids is throwing us off. So please forgive us.
Difficult.
Family comes first.
And when people go in for my kid, I have to show up and I have to fight. But it takes its toll on me energetically.
She's very sensitive.
I am, and it's hard, and just.
But so
this is the thing: we take our accountability and we teach our children accountability. But when you're dealing with a system and structure where everything is about CYA, and it's more about maintaining these structures than it is about even educating and lifting up leaders of the next generation.
No, it's terrible.
These school districts are terrible.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I feel for teachers who have really difficult and hard children. We see both sides.
Yeah, because I was a former teacher, and the administration is like
we don't come in with fingers just pointed at you.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm sorry.
So
Imhotep said that he would love to listen to the podcast. I'm assuming he's talking about the one with Amanda Romania. And
the whole month is going to be great.
Imhotep comes from learning a little bit about
Egypt.
El Kaboom. Yes, I absolutely recognized your name
Ancient
as
Kemet.
Soon as I saw it.
Yes.
That's why if you notice, we both were like, "Ooh, very cool name." We knew.
Oh, we know.
We read you right away.
Oh, I know, brother. So
Jolly James says, "I just looked up Lilydale. Very cool.
Absolutely. Oh, it's incredible. Watch the documentary on HBO.
Look, the documentary on HBO,
mind blowing,
amazing.
We saw it years ago in New York. Yeah.
And Mama Zeke is here. Is that Mama Mist?
No. That's Mama Zeke.
Mama Zeke is a different.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, sweetie.
Hey, Mama Zeke. She's been here before.
Yeah, she has been.
Yeah.
Yes, she has, and we've talked. And I'm sorry, it's been a while since you've come, so it's good to see you.
Welcome
I completely
back.
understand what you're going through. I'm experiencing the same.
Oh,
yes,
sorry. What state are you in? You guys let us know where you're at.
There are a lot of people going through what we're going through. I'm about to post
It's
up
spiritual
on my
and energetic.
Instagram page something that I did with my son. He was like, my poor son is having a literal panic attack and is laid out on my floor crying this morning because of what we've been going through and the stress of it. And
so she got out the sound bowl.
And so I did something with him, and I'd love for you guys to see it because it's something healing. And if you can, it's very easy to do. You know, it involves our sound bowl and everything, and I want you guys to see it.
Yeah.
So Mama Zeke is in New Jersey.
Okay.
And Stephen Lascala's here.
Stevie Weezy's. And Stephen,
so
I'm going
much.
to start today to this evening, giving the boys the gummies. So thank you. We're going to work on that. So, and I've done the honey stuff 3 or 4 times now.
Yes.
And that burned for the first 3 minutes.
It's hard because, see, it's hard for me to put it in my own eyes.
Because she does it to me, and then she's got to do it to herself.
My husband's vision, it's hard for him to just put it in my eye.
I could probably get it in, but I'd have
William do it for me. I think William could get them in my eyes. But I will tell you,
it's
it does
sticky
burn.
And it burns.
I'm sorry you're having to go through. Yes, thank you, Quintella. But you know what? Everything is a learning process and brings about a particular experience that we need to have. And I was up in the middle of the night last night reading about different programming and programming. These are the structures that we all come up in.
They run the school like a prison.
Our mental, right?
Wow.
And our son's school is really being run almost like a prison. Like they give them 5 bathroom passes
for a quarter.
And
that's like what, 8 weeks?
8 weeks, 10 weeks,
whatever. How you gonna go to? I mean, you need to pass one day for 5
10 weeks. Yeah. And on top of that, our son was he was absent the day that they gave out these 5 passes, so they didn't give it to him. He doesn't get any passes. And so he had to go to the bathroom, and he holds it as much as all my kids hold their bathroom until they come home as much as they possibly can. And yesterday he went to the bathroom, and they've been really attacking Mateus, but Jack went to the bathroom yesterday and he just couldn't hold it. And he was in the bathroom, and there happened to be 2
other
people
kids
that are kind of on the bully spectrum
who get into trouble.
And they don't bother Jack, but because they're on the bully spectrum, people are watching them. And
so security
my son
goes
is in
in the
there
bathroom.
going to the bathroom, has nothing to do with these kids, but he gets caught up in the fact of just him being there. And as he's sitting on the toilet, the security guard is looking between the crack in the door, between the door and the wall. They're looking through it. And my son says that he's sitting there and he's covering his penis because he doesn't want the security guard to be looking at his penis. And you're just going,
what? Like, it's psychotic.
And then my son gets written up for it. And they just
he got written up for the nurse thing. Yeah.
And he got written up for the nurse thing. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. It's just ridiculous.
Okay, so Black Moon Lilith and Taurus, the bull in the natal birth chart. So what is Black Moon Lilith? This is your gut instinct, your intuition, pre-verbal, pre-rational, your yes/no response energy. Lilith was considered to be Adam's first wife in the Bible, and it deals with rejection and repressed energy. She was kicked out of the Garden of Eden because, God forbid, right? It's divine and dark feminine female Pluto. Sexually, she wanted to be on top. But they demonized it and all the stuff, eating children. The real story is about pheromones, hormones, and your gut instinct, your intuition, and those goosebumps you get in your arm, connecting you to God, source creator. So we have someone here with Lilith in the first house in Taurus. But when you have it in Taurus, Lilith, and it's very strong in a female's chart, still relevant for men, but even stronger in the angular houses, which are what? 1, 4, 7, and 10. Should I say it in reverse for you, my friend? 10, 7, 4, and 1. Astrology and microphones, get the job done. So true Black Moon Lilith, when it's in Taurus, it is really asking you to tap into your 5 senses, to really focus on your values and self-worth, right? To intuitively know that when you connect to source, the best way for you to do it is by activating your throat chakra and tapping into Gaia, Mother Earth. When you have it in the first house, people can definitely Men and women can hit on you in weird and inappropriate ways. People can reject you for coming in the room and just saying hello or grand rising. They're like, nah, get out of here, right? But remember, what happens is that when it's in Taurus, number one, your tribe of people that will just get you are Taurus Sun Moon risings. They'll just be like, oh, I love Steven. Oh, I love Gigi. I love Quintella. I love Himotep. I love Mama Ziki, right? They will totally get you if you have Lilith and Taurus. So that's your tribe. But it's that double entendre because at the same time, it's where people can reject you and you can feel very repressed. So the best thing to do is to tap into your intuition so that way you can speak the truth from your throat chakra when it's in Taurus, but grounding and earthing, getting that Schumann resonance in your physical body, got new words for you, but in your body, but connecting to nature, it's going to enhance your senses. So you will have a sixth sense, but you got to spend time around the plants, the trees. Okay. That's going to be very important with Lilith and Taurus. You can be extremely sensual. Sexual healing. I hear Marvin Gaye playing in the background right now. Okay. So that's going to be definitely a big thing for you, but it's going to be through touch. You're going to want to be touched. Massages will be very important for you. But just remember, people can try to touch you inappropriately, quite literally. First house, 10th house, it could happen at work or in your career. 7th house, your partner could get into some inappropriate touching and even affairs and cheating. The 4th house, you could be touched inappropriately, or the 8th house or the 12th house in the bedroom in your home, right? So there can be sometimes, just sexual assault or whatever, being touched inappropriately as a child, especially in the 4th house. So Lilith and Taurus is very deep, and it's also, you will be sensitive to the smells. Like, you can be overly connected to smells, but you can be overly connected in a positive way. Your sense of smell will be heightened. Okay, so the person that has it here, let me know if that's the case for you. I forgot who it is now that has it. So, yeah, any questions about that, about Lilith?
Okay. So, let's see. Now, what I'm noticing, guys, just so you're aware, I'm trying to figure this out because, okay, I have to look at your comments because I only have access to a few of your comments at a time. And this is an interesting thing. I'm going to have to figure out how to use it. So Black God said
What up, Black God?
Lilith is in the 8th and Leo.
Okay.
And let's see. I'm trying to look for specific comments about the Lilith.
And I forgot who has it in Taurus.
This new thing seems to be limiting my access to comments.
Even on my page? Or
well, I'm looking online right now. Oh wait, there we go. Never mind. Okay. No. Yeah. I'm able to see it. But I wasn't. Is that how? Oh wait, is it? It's weird. Anyways, whatever. I'm sorry, guys. Forgive me. This is when things are a little bit different. I get a little bit. Anyways, Imhotep.
Oh, this isn't going up and down.
Yeah, no, it isn't. So I can't see all the comments.
Okay. Let me see if I can fix something.
That's not anything.
Okay. No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just read. That is weird.
Abdul Ruiz says, my Black Moon Lilith is in Taurus first house.
Yeah, so Abdul, I broke that down for you.
You did. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, Restream did something so we can't see all the chats.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, guys. Let's get back on track here. Chantel said, Taylor, remember your state has education savings funds for the use. Yes, absolutely. I'm looking at different schools right now.
They just don't want. We've already done homeschooling. They rebel. They don't want to do that.
And so it's hard to find that. I'm going to be.
Trust me, we would totally keep them home.
I'm looking into Black homeschool educators and see.
But we do have a middle school that our son went to that we could send him for 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah, and I'm meeting with the Montessori school the first week of June to look into that because I feel like my kids need a better outlet that is not quite as structured. And also I feel like the public school structure is training children and preparing them for prison more so than they are preparing them to be tomorrow's leaders and critical thinkers. And I was having that conversation with my children this morning.
Yeah.
So just it's important for us to keep that stuff. And as Stephen the Scala said, it takes about 20 minutes in each eye for the honey.
Yeah, that's what we've been
Burns
doing.
like a mofo.
It only burns for like 2-3 minutes though.
Yeah.
But it's a good
lay
burn.
down and do it.
I lay down, yeah.
I'll do both eyes at the same time, which is a little bit like, whoa. Let's see.
Whoa, like Black Rob?
Like Black Rob. It's like, Black Rob. Whoa. Let me see now.
Now, Stephen, are you coming to Coffee Talk Saturday? Anybody else on here signed up? I know Quintella and Chantella coming. I don't know if Gigi's coming.
Oh, wow. You know, like Gigi the Empress is saying that, you know, it's actual abuse to make children have to hold themselves. And she has sacral issues because at her school that's what they were doing.
It's absurd. It is so
Imhotep
absurd.
talks about security being trash at schools. You're so correct. Yeah. And I'll tell you,
do you know they locked up they locked up the bathroom for lunch because we said, can't you go at lunch? They said they locked it up because some crazy, insane kid who they did not really expel, they kind of expelled him, but he just can't come back next year. It's a double standard.
The white child who gets caught stuffing
food down the toilet,
spitball like these wads of paper up on the ceiling, shoving crap in the toilet,
and he was vaping. It's 6th grade.
So in the third quarter, in the beginning of the third quarter, he's targeted to be expelled next year. They were going to expel him, and then they said, well, you won't be allowed to come back next year.
But you can finish the school year and still be a menace. Now, you know what, our boys, that would have been gone.
That would have been the case had it been us.
It's just,
but you know,
this is a double standard.
It is, guys.
I just want to be treated equally and fair. I don't want nothing special.
The schools, we need to find some alternatives. That's it. Let's see now.
Don't forget, watch my Scorpio full moon video, and please comment Monday, the Scorpio full moon.
And then Imhotep says, my Lilith is in 3rd Cancer.
Okay.
I haven't gotten too deep into Lilith studies yet.
Oh, you need to.
And then Chantel says,
I do a Lilith reading, a Lilith Chiron reading, or Black Moon Lilith. You could check on the website or email me about it. Okay.
Hers is Gemini 7th house.
Okay.
And Chantel said, Alana, I'll email you. Oh, thank you. She's going to email me an introduction to micro. Yes, thank you. Because I think it's really.
She wants to know about your peanut growing.
I know. I want to grow peanuts.
Tell us all the things you're growing, Chantel.
I
think it's incredible.
Good garden, and then I kind of fell off. It was challenging, but
2 summers ago we just had extreme heat and messed up the garden, and then we've been so busy. So so I'm gonna move on to Chiron the Wounded Healer, though. Okay. Any more other comments?
I think let's see. So Mama Zeke is gonna sign up for the coffee talk.
Okay, cool.
Chantel says,
this is gonna be a good one.
With Quintella.
Yeah, Uranus and Gemini.
I love that.
And you know what's so funny? Quintella and Chantel, I feel like you guys could be like distant cousins. Mm-hmm. I guess, well, and even Gigi, just because all 3 of you
we're all one big family.
But
that's why we're drawn to each other.
No, but the 3 of them all came in around the same time. And then you guys have all been just like, boom, you're like, we're family and we're regulars. And I just love that about you guys. And I love it about all you guys, but I mean, just you 3 in particular. And so it's just really cool.
Gigi said that she won't be able to make it physically to Coffee Talk, but she is going to sign up for
it. Okay, yeah, you'll love the recording.
It's her niece's graduation from Howard.
Whoa, HU! Congratulations.
Yes, that's awesome. That is amazing. And
I used to party at Howard.
I'm sure you did. And Stephen the Scala, it says that he's going to sign up. So thank you.
All right,
so much,
Stevie
guys.
Weezy.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. Uranus and Gemini is interesting. I want you guys to understand this.
Try and come to the free Coffee Talk too, where we're talking about sinners.
Oh yeah. You guys definitely come for sinners.
Know what day you guys want to do it. So
and remember, please go vote on the poll, because I'm going to probably announce it on Friday, whether or not it's going to be Friday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or if you want to write in for Mother's Day night, 8 p.m. Eastern, let me know. Because we could do it on Mother's Day. I mean, we'll probably be home and chilling by 5. So,
Mama Zeke signed up. She was about it.
All right, Mama Zeke. So let me get to Chiron the Wounded Healer. Do you know about this? The energy antenna. So Chiron the Wounded Healer, you guys, is really deep because it's almost like a triple entendre because there's so many layers. The first wounding is from the womb to the first like 16 months of being alive. And that is very, I want to say sub, but more unconscious wounding. Then when we look at the degree point, let's say it's 23 degrees. That could be at 5 years old or 23 years old. That's why if you're a client and I ask you about it, I email you, I give you, it could be a double wounding for some people, right? And then if there's one in the womb or early in the birth, when you're born, it's 3, right? There's always some there, because you have to understand, when we're babies and we can't communicate and we cry, the adults and our mothers can misinterpret what we are wanting or needing, right? And so sometimes that can create a wound. Now, what's deep when it's in Taurus, it can be very strong around the physical body. And if it's like 8 degrees, it's going to be around 8 years old. So, it usually is going to be around the physical body, around your value, self-worth, about your throat chakra, speech. Some people have speech impediments. It can be around finances or money, especially if you have it like 25, 26, 27 degrees. Something could have happened to you financially, or if you had it 25 degrees, 7 years old, second house, first house, fourth house, it could be something about the finances of your family in a home. Maybe you had to move, or maybe, somebody had to declare bankruptcy. So Chiron and Taurus is kind of fascinating, because it could be very multi-layered with your speech, your body, dental stuff, right? Your throat, collarbone, your physical body, finances of the family. So let me know if anybody's got Chiron the Wounded Healer here in Taurus the Bull. And the way that it plays out in Taurus too is that we activate the Chiron wound. If you guys have worked with me, you know how I work with it in terms of really getting into writing the letters to your younger self. But one thing that you need to understand, or, as I say, understand, that this is where you can activate your healing gifts and abilities. So wherever your Chiron wound is, it is that double, triple, quadruple entendre, in the sense that there's the duality of positive and negative. The positive is wherever your Chiron wound is, that's showing to you, sign, house, how you can then heal others. And a lot of times we have to heal our inner child first. And as we go to heal others, it also can activate our own healing to ourselves. That's what's important about Chiron, okay?
So I'm going to get back to other comments, but Stoke Culture said that she has Chiron in Taurus.
Oh, you do? What house and what degree? So, yeah, so I wonder what the wound was. Was it, like I said, value, self-worth, money, throat, teeth, speech? It can be around possession. Someone could steal something from you or break something that you own that was like a keepsake, right? I mean, there's a lot of layers, because remember, this is what I forgot to say. Chiron is an emotional, physical, or spiritual wound. And sometimes I've had people with Chiron wounds that it covers all 3. I mean, it is really nuanced, and it's layered for each individual human being. But here's a little trick for people that don't believe in astrology at all. You want to like blow their cranium, right? This is the thing. Chiron, based on the wounding and the degree, it tells you the age, right? I could not know a person. They could be, Muslim, Christian, Jewish, and, and I could be like, what happened to you at 14? How am I going to know that? I know that because of the birth chart, because it's the map of your life and the remembrance of your soul. So that kind of like stumps people. Like for people like, oh, I don't believe in astrology. It's like, well, astrology believes in you. You don't have to believe in something for it to be true or real. Okay. And that's how I like to it messes people's heads up. Because, you see it go off in their brain. They're like, wow, how'd you know that? Yeah. Well, because the Chiron. And remember, this is what your soul pre-selected before you came in and went through the mother's portal to the womb, right? Women are the portals between the worlds. Mm-hmm. And happy early Mother's Day, ladies.
So Stoke Culture said that her Chiron is in the 3rd house, and it's early degree, like 0 or something, literally.
Ooh, did it have to do around your, so it may have had to do something with your siblings or moving, or even in the car ride home from the hospital, right? We were bringing our 15-year-old home in New York, and some taxi cab almost like bumped into our car. I was like so stressed. That was the most stressful car ride home ever. We had a nice ride home. We brought the twins home. It was fine. But in New York, oh my God, it was like, like I just want to get home with my new baby. It was really wild. Plus my sister was driving and she drives kind of crazy too. Anyway, but that's New York. New York is just like, it's intense. It's like bumper cars in New York driving. But yeah, with the third house, it can be around your communications. Could be around, the siblings, the cousins, the neighbors, the neighborhood. Okay. It also could have been about your throat and your lungs, something like that. So yeah. But I do Chiron readings and I do have a service. It may not be on the website. We have to check. I don't know if we put that one up, but you can email me. I sometimes promote it on my Astro Weather, but also on my YouTube page. It's a mixture. It's an audio chart reading, but I combine and do both Lilith and Chiron together for one small price. So it's a good little reading. Anybody else with the questions about the Chiron? And also, when you're dealing with Chiron and Taurus, there could be where you were touched inappropriately or someone has muted your voice. Oh, that was weird. I went like that and the screen just bounced.
Yeah, I saw that. That
you
was
saw
interesting.
that?
So really quick, we live in Arizona. Chantel had asked about that, and thank you so much for any information. I've been trying to look into micro schools. So for anybody who doesn't know, a micro school is a group of families that get together. And I'm also going to reach out to the Black homeschool educators or something like that and see if they have anything else. Let's see. And I apologize. I'm kind of skipping around.
We're going to be all right.
Yeah, no, we're going to be good. So Chantel is like, oh my God, I got to find this thing. She is growing tomatoes, broccoli, peppers, potatoes.
I told you she's amazing.
Herbs, peanuts.
And you're doing this in Texas, right?
Yes. Rice. Peanuts, I think, is so cool.
That's really cool. And rice?
Rice, which I'm going, what? Rice? I think of rice as being in like those wet, like.
Are you in Dallas?
Environments
Chantel,
or whatever.
Is she in Dallas? I think she's in Dallas.
She's outside of somewhere in that vicinity.
Dallas or Houston?
And then she's cantaloupe, kale, lettuce.
What?
I'm sure I'm missing something.
Chantel, you're my idol. Strange.
I mean, I did have a garden for a while that was really good. I mean, I had kale growing taller.
Wait.
I am. I mean,
we had mushrooms, but we had Armenian cucumber.
Armenian.
Whoa.
Don't.
You see how she correct? Was there anything wrong with how I said Armenian?
Okay.
What?
Yes, Chantel said they're actual physical schools. Yeah. Well, I guess the micro schools that I've been aware of are when families come together and they move from place to place. Like I might teach Tuesday, they might teach Wednesday, or different. However, but anyways, I'm totally open and into it because we need something different. And that's the thing, is that my kids don't want to be completely online.
They're social butterflies. They're Leos, you guys know.
Uhuru Academy. And I'm going to look into it, but I don't know if my kids want to do the whole online. They like having friends. And that's where these districts come into play, because kids like having other kids. But we were having that conversation today about are they really friends, and are they worth it? Are you learning? How good are these friends? Because quite frankly, my kids being around a bunch of badass kids that come with a totally different mindset of different what morals. Is right, what isn't. Yeah. And I live in an environment where my children are a very small minority. And it's, whatever. Anyways, thank you guys. I'm open, and I welcome any and all. So, and help. Make sure you guys go watch and comment, and make sure you guys hitting the like button. Do me a favor too. I forgot to mention this, and maybe tomorrow. But on the IG Live, can't wait for their reading. And Black God and Chantel are in Dallas. Okay. And Dallas in the house. Yes. Oh my God, the Cowboys just got my Steeler. Our son is in Houston. He's in Houston. Our oldest son is in Houston, my Virgo. But the Cowboys just got George Pickens from the Steelers. I'm upset, but sometimes it's addition by subtraction. He's your problem now, but he's a one talented problem. Ooh, Dak Prescott's going to be happy. CeeDee Lamb. Cowboys are going to be scoring some points this year because George Pickens is no joke. He's just a little loco pocos. Aww. And Quintilla said that he won't be disappointed in his reading. That
Oh,
hers was fabulous. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
But tell her, you know, I love you, Mama.
And oh my gosh. Anyways, I love this.
Himhotep, who are you? Did you just book a reading? Because I don't know. We don't have anybody scheduled, so I don't know. Maybe you just ordered one today.
Anyways, we'll have to keep that up. Ooh, whoops! I don't know. Make it smaller. Oh, guys, I just there we go.
Don't be touching stuff.
Don't touch stuff. Okay.
Because you already know this don't work, so you don't need to touch it. It doesn't work.
He's just so bossy.
Because she's dangerous. Her hands. Now,
I have
do you guys do
hands.
this with your couples? She has naughty hands. But I never touch her stuff. She always touches my stuff and then gets angry and indignant when I ask her about where did you move my stuff?
Because I'm moving around.
But you don't. But see, you don't understand, right? Number one, I'm visually impaired, and she acts like she forgets that, and then she'll touch my stuff and move it and be like, oh, you didn't see it? It was over there. I'm like, no, I didn't see it because I left it here.
I know,
Negro, and you moved it to West Bubble F, and I don't know where it is. So I'm not a mind reader, Pisces Mercury, and I want my stuff.
I'm sorry.
Don't touch and take my stuff. And then when you question her about it, she gets ghetto, loud, and indignant, as if like I'm the one that's
I'm like, do you want to eat?
And I'm like,
do you want to eat? Do you want? Wait.
And that's the thing. Makes it worse because she's quiet. She becomes, I'm telling on you, she becomes a food bully.
Don't tell.
Yes, she becomes a food bully, you guys, in that ghetto.
Everything bully. I make his lotion. I make his tooth powder.
She is.
I'm like, do you want anything?
It's like sometimes being married to a 9-year.
That's kind of bad because then
quiet.
He's got bad breath.
Yeah, see, she hurts herself.
I hurt myself.
What Beyonce say? You wrecked yourself. But she act like a 9-year-old girl sometimes.
I do.
Do you see what I got to deal with? Do you know how hard I work and how much pain my body's in sitting in this chair?
And he does. And
do you think I deserve that? Do you think I deserve this? Would you steal my stuff off my sink? Don't do that to your husbands, ladies.
Oh.
We don't deserve that. So anyway, we're gonna get to Juno. Thank you. Hopefully, you guys are laughing with us because we're serious. I'm serious, but we're joking.
Looking after her daughters, or. I don't know if it's, and I'm sorry.
Himhotep is a lady.
Yeah. Are you a woman? I'm sorry. I'm not 100. I think now reading this, you sound like you might be.
I thought it was. I thought it was a man. Yeah.
Your pictures, I can't always see them.
Yeah. So let us know, Himhotep.
So anyway, yeah, that's it.
Just let us know. Are you a gentleman or a lady? Have you ever ridden in the Mercedes? Were you born in the 70s or the 80s? Do you know anything about Grady or Slim Shady? So, okay. Juno. I have this. So I am the perfect example for this. So Juno, you guys, is the asteroid. This is part of a love chart reading if you ever book one for me. We look at the 5th house, the 7th house, Venus, Jupiter, and Juno. We also look at the moon. Sun and Mars are some of the last things you look at in a love chart or synastry as importance, okay? Because Mars is the boyfriend. Sunshine relationships almost really means nothing. The moon and Mercury are more important in terms of how you communicate, and the moon's your emotional mind, but Venus is the wife. Jupiter is the husband. Juno is the asteroid for long-term relationships, commitment, and marriage. I happen to have Juno in Taurus in the 7th house. I married a Taurus rising. And I did so not even knowing my birth chart. I was aligned with God and my soul's mission. Okay? Because after I learned astrology and became a professional astrologer and looked at my chart and her chart, it was clear in the charts we were soulmates. We got confirmation with the psychic medium. We got confirmation with Galiana with soul contracts. So it wasn't just like, oh, we feel like we're soulmates. No, it was confirmed in multiple spiritual modalities. You know what I mean? And we'll be celebrating 17 years on June 30th. Whoop, whoop.
We're so thankful.
And we had 2 weddings, June 30th and August 2nd.
With that being said, I have to say this as well.
Say it.
Our goal is always for We want to
We
bring
want
that
all
love
y'all.
to everybody.
Yeah,
For
we do.
real, for real, for real.
Because
It's
we are very
possible,
happy, but we
it
just
does
laugh.
require. Let me
We
say
work,
this.
work,
It does
work, work,
require
work,
work,
work.
and it does require sacrifice. It doesn't mean
Yep.
that every single moment I'm flying on cloud 9 and
Nope.
and singing with birds and whatever else, or him either.
She should be. But yeah.
But you know, it's work.
It's
you know,
work.
it is.
It is work.
And no, and maybe work isn't. the
No,
only
it's not
word
work.
for
It is sacrifice,
There
but
is
it's
a level
also
of sacrifice
adjustment.
and a level of being able to say, if I sacrifice here, am I getting something over there?
Yeah.
And what is it that I really want? You know, like especially when it
And
comes
teamwork.
to raising
Teamwork
these children
makes the dream work.
and keeping an eye on what it is that we're trying to create in this next generation.
Because we're all about legacy.
When you go through the stuff that we're going through, like things that we're going through right now, if you don't have a vision on what it is that you're doing and why you're doing it, that type of stress that it creates will destroy marriages, will destroy families. Take your elbow up. I'm speaking. Take your elbow up.
But also, but even seriously, through the serious times, we went through the unfortunate experience of losing some babies, right? And we actually met a woman that her and her husband divorced because
it broke my heart.
And it broke our heart because I was like, oh my God, that's not a reason.
What?
You know, and so it's very normal, right? That, there's miscarriages or babies don't make it to term or, die inside the womb.
Especially now, because here's the thing, guys, you have to understand chemicals and all of that stuff. Yes. But energetically,
the baby
there's a whole thing going on. As the Bible says, there's a whole spiritual backside to what's happening. And what we have learned is that our son, Jack, was actually some of our previous souls that didn't make it because it wasn't supposed to come at that time.
Yeah.
And so you have to keep in mind that sometimes things are going on.
There's always a reason
that we totally do not understand.
Yeah, and that baby knew that it wasn't going to come. That's what they chose. Yeah.
It's that baby's soul's
mission
and experience to
not come to term.
Not come.
Yeah.
Or there's just stuff. And
it's
so
deep.
We have to leave ourselves open to understand that there's a lot that's there. And
understand.
And on that, I'm very excited about the group Everyday Spirituality that will be part of the Knowledge is Love.
Oh, I thought you were saying I thought she was going to announce. I'm very excited that at age 52, I'm pregnant. Let me stop. I'm joking.
I would be absolutely freaking horrified if at age 52 I was pregnant.
She is not Jada Jackson.
I might lose my mind and fall apart.
No. But those days are over.
I'm ready for grandchildren. Not now.
Not now.
But that's the next baby that I really
not
want
now.
To be
We're not manifesting that. Grandchildren later.
And I want them to be from
marriages
my kids when my kids are in
ready.
Spaces to be amazing parents.
So back to Juno and Taurus, and then you could go back to the comments. So remember, no matter what house you have it in, Juno is part of the tapestry, part of the complexity of, where could be a marriage partner, long-term relationship. And just, the energy of Juno, it's a mixture. It's a mixed bag, baby. Oh my God. Did you just hear Michael Myers was somehow tied to this Diddy stuff? That makes me a little upset. Mike Myers, naughty boy. But anyway, I digress. But
I did not hear that.
Yeah, oh my God, it's crazy. But so it's a mixture of Libra and Scorpio. Did you know that? So it is very much about the intense emotional connection, but the need and desire for commitment in relationships. So it's the asteroid for long-term commitment in marriages and relationships. So having Juno and Taurus, you could literally marry a Taurus Sun Moon rising or someone that has a Taurus stellium. It could be Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter. And maybe that they're a Gemini or a Cancer sun or an Aries, but they have like a stellium in Taurus. So those are the four elements. But definitely if you have Juno and I'm breaking down your chart, I would say that maybe you should be with a Taurus Sun Moon rising. Let's say your Jupiter's in Cancer. I'd say Cancer Sun Moon rising. And then let's say your, Venus is an Aries. I'd be Aries Sun Moon rising. So I give you like a combo platter of the big three. It's never just the sun sign. So I always say sun, moon, rising, but it could also be, just so you know now, the stellium. So Juno is very important to identify on your chart. And you guys, please make sure you guys are hitting the like button. But in the description down below, I want you guys to start watching these. When I do these episodes, I put those videos that I already have, if you haven't seen them. And do you guys explore my channel? Do you go through my playlist?
I want to hit on something here. I want to just hit on this conversation. Imhotep Drummer Jones, which is a man, by the way.
I thought it was a man.
I thought you were initially too.
I thought you were.
But there's something you said. Your
child.
No, but I don't know. I want to say your feminine side came out. Not feminine in that sense. I hope don't take offense on that. But it sounded to me like something that a woman would say. But we all house both in us. So, anyways, feminine, masculine.
He's just a deep brother.
But it was a deep, really. It was a thing that made me go,
brother.
"Oh, look at that! You're a deep brother."
That's Mr. Jones. I'm gonna rename you Kemet Jones.
Kemet Jones.
Ancient Kemet. I like that. Kemet Jones on the ones and twos. I'm brewing up something spiritual for you. This is how I drew. This is how I do when I bang on the beat and give you the 1-2.
So Imhotep says this. I know astrology can be iffy, but you hit the nail on the head.
Iffy? Astrology's never hit iffy.
Hold on. Okay. Let me finish with Chiron. Second house Gemini. A couple of those details I read were too accurate. And I just want to say.
Never iffy.
And this is the thing. We have and this goes for all modalities, right? We have a lot of people who are flooding the waves.
It's only iffy if you're talking to a fugazi astrologer.
Not all of them are as skilled. Not all of them are as connected.
Or as authentic.
So when you're dealing with a really gifted astrologer, you will find that they're pretty
ain't nothing
on.
Iffy over here. Ain't no jiffy.
In relation,
straight up Ken Griffey out the park in the dark in Seattle. Where's the mark?
In relation to Eric, because
sharp and precise like a shark, giving you Wu-Tang darts.
Can I speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. No,
read.
For those of you who live in New York City and know the Black Israelites,
salute.
What he's talking about. But so that's how it goes with astrology. But then you have Eric, who never iffy for me, but saying in general, yes. And mind you, I'm not pointing that out to
yeah, we're not attacking you.
I'm not attacking you in any way, and I hope that wasn't how that came apart or came at you. But I just
came across.
Thank you. But I do want to just point that out. It's really important to really vet anybody that you're dealing with, and even really skilled readers or practitioners or whatever. They might be really good for somebody, but they might not necessarily mesh with you. So it's important.
You want to feel it not only in your third eye, but your heart and your intuition.
To look at that, you know what I mean? And that's why I brought that up. So I hope I wasn't being offensive, Imhotep.
And one thing I will tell you though, too, you know, it is interesting. Now, some astrologers, I don't watch everybody. Let me. I don't watch everybody's channel, but I don't, reveal my entire chart. But I share with you guys, right? And I say this because I want you to really understand. It tells you who I am as a human and an astrologer. I'm a Scorpio rising. That makes me empathic, but it makes me someone that is going to investigate the truth for you. I'm a truth seeker and truth speaker. I'm a Capricorn moon. Emotionally, I'm about my business, and I really am work. I work hard. I'm going to work hard for my clients. I'm a Virgo sun. I am here to help fix and repair and be an assistant to humanity.
Right.
To be of service.
But
okay.
What I wanted to also bring up, and I'm sorry, then we'll get off of all this stuff, is that in addition to him just being an amazing astrologer, a gifted astrologer, he went through a particular experience that really upped his connection with spirit.
Yeah, and my intuition and my gifts. Yeah.
We have been approached by various people that was more of an initiation for my husband. in addition to being a really interesting experience. Anyways, Star Baby is in the house.
What's that, Star Baby?
By Queen TK. I don't know. Your thing just went away on my Queen TK. Anyways, let me go back to
is that her YouTube name?
Yes.
Okay, Queen TK. I remember that. So I've never seen you on YouTube before.
I wanted to give a special shout out to Black God,
what up, Black
who has
God?
been married for 13 years and together for 23 years.
Wow,
That
congrats.
is awesome. That is awesome. I love
Salute.
that. Thank you.
Very impressive.
I just want to give you a shout.
And I know that's work,
and,
right?
I'm sorry, we're skipping around today.
But that touches my heart, you guys.
It
we
does.
We are supporters and cheer on relationships and love, for real.
And Quintella just was saying that, you know, miscarriages can be heavy for both people, the men and the women, and that you might oftentimes don't get clarity about it
and it's really nobody's fault
later. And it's not anybody's fault.
It really is.
And you know,
especially if you kind of really
these are types of things focus we like to talk about. You know what I mean?
Focus on it more spiritually.
You're here for astrology, but we're sitting here talking about all these real things, and I hope that
real life.
You know, we share all that to share that we're real people and we go through stuff, and you know, it's about being real and opening
I
out.
thought you were a blow up doll.
He wishes I was a blow up doll.
No,
he really doesn't, because he loves me, and there's so much more than
definitely would not want to blow up.
I was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I thought some of them were.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that was ugly, but it really wasn't. Can I just on that note? Can we as women stop doing these extreme surgeries and making us look like that, and then wondering why that's the only reason, that's the only way that people like view us? Like, oh my gosh, some of the surgeries on
BBL Drizzy.
Like, you had a nice butt before. You didn't have to go way
and get the donka-donk.
Out there.
And get the donka-donk.
But it's like, and it's so, there's some of it is so absurdly
let me just say this. For me, I'm very old school. I'm not
love yourself.
Self-love always. But
love yourself.
But I'm just saying too, I'm not messing with God's creation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So what? My hair is getting gray. My beard is getting gray. Whatever. Now this is always going to be nice though, because I got Venus on the ascendant. Okay. So you know what I'm saying. So this is, you know. Oh. But let me just say, no, seriously though, I'm not. I'm just, you know, and I'm not hating on anybody and judging anybody, but like, I think in a spiritual way that a lot of these souls, they may regret like doing some of the stuff they do. It's a risk.
You know. Yeah.
It's a risk.
And I'm gonna tell you too, guys. All of these
and injecting stuff in you.
These tattoos are really starting. Like, I'm a little nervous and have been a bit nervous about them. I really believe that we're gonna start seeing that all of these tattoos, that there's heavy metals in this stuff that people aren't aware of, that there's different things in these. And I love tattoos. I think some of them are so incredibly beautiful.
I only have one. She got more than me.
I have 1, 2,
kind of
3.
3.5.
I have like 3 tattoos.
3.5?
No, 3. And one's small, and then the one's pretty big. Anyways, my point is, I love tattoos. I think they can be so gorgeous, but I also think that we need to be really careful because we don't know what these are.
Spiritual,
and they tell us that they're not, you know, good, bad stuff in it. We don't know.
Do everything from your heart, though. You know what I mean? For real.
So we have to be just really careful and make sure you're choosing those inks very, very wise. And also be aware of what you're putting on your body, and if you want that energy, because when you do, sometimes people do these whole sleeves and they have these tribal things and they have these meanings and things. You need to really know what you're putting on and choose wisely. Yes. Chantel asked about, do we know anything about any insight on Kemet and the use of occult knowledge?
Kemet is one of the homes. So, I mean, Lemuria, Atlantis, Kemet. Yes, Kemet. Okay, so the Greeks and the Romans went to ancient Kemet to learn math, science, agriculture, astrology. Okay. And so ancient Kemet, there was a lot of teachings. And I talked to Amanda Romania about this. They actually have in some of the pyramids and in the tombs, they have the like birth charts or the constellations of it. She said she wasn't sure if it was the person who made the tomb or it's the kind of map of when they made when they made the tomb or the pyramid, or for the person or for the people that were in it.
And along those lines,
but yes, it's big time.
Along those lines, there is this group of spirituals or spiritualists, this very secretive, quote unquote, secretive group. I don't know if that, I just think a lot of their history was purposely destroyed. They're called the Essenes, and they were a group of religious people that were at the top of the chain in terms of their level of spirituality.
And they worked with Yeshua. They worked with Jesus.
Yes, Yeshua actually went and stayed and studied with them. And they
do tours, and they have Jesus's home and Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. She's gonna don't miss this episode with Amanda Romania. She's gonna break this down. We talked about it. It's gonna be.
You can also listen if that what I just said to you about the scenes or any is interesting at all. Do listen to or pick up the book Jesus and the Essenes by Dolores Cannon, because she talks about, or the person who's channeling, and it's not channeling Jesus per se, it's channeling a teacher of Jesus. And they talk about the fact that they had maps of the universe that were actually stones that were floating and moving according to the actual planets and constellations and stars, and they stayed up and they moved, and they had different lighting sources, and supposedly they had no real power back then, but they're talking about these things. So it's very, very intense.
Remember, Dog Star Sirius connects to the Dogon tribe in Mali, Africa. They knew about, and when the Nile would be filling, they knew about the lunar cycle and the moons. They knew about all the stuff. The so-called Sphinx, which is not the real name, but this is based on the constellations and the ages of Leo and Virgo. Okay, so we go through ages. We just are leaving what? The Piscean age. Now we are in the age of Aquarius. Remember, laying down a cemented foundation.
I have to step out for just a minute, but really quickly, Chantel, I hope that sort of answered your question. I think you were trying to get into other stuff and get a bit deeper, but we will definitely be hitting more on that, especially with Amanda Romania. So do not miss that. And Imhotep, thank you. I'm glad we're on the same page. And I gotta go. I have a handyman that I gotta go talk to.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Well, then send Tay in here for a second, but give him your phone.
Yeah.
You have to read the chat. So I'm gonna just, before we end, want to just kind of clear up everything with the Taurus energy. So Lilith, Chiron, and Juno all in Taurus the bull. I picked those three because I've been doing a part of fortune. I realized I haven't been touching on the Chiron enough for you guys. And just the way the schedule's set up, I had a couple episodes in a row where it was just me and not a guest. Lilith is really important because I want you to understand not just the angular houses, not just the female's chart. Lilith can show where you can deal with some hateration. And you're like, I don't even know why. And you can deal with being overly sexualized. Stronger in the angular houses, but if you have Lilith and Taurus in the 6th house, you could get hit on inappropriately or have a work affair, right? Lilith in the 9th, something could happen in higher education or when you go on vacation, right? Lilith in the 11th, you could have your social networks or groups and organizations that you're a part of, or every time you come online, people are seeing you online and you're being over-sexualized. So it does have a strong sexual energy and component behind it, okay? So I just want to kind of really, to point that out, but I've seen it with many clients, very tough in the 4th house, because sometimes it can be physical or sexual abuse with the Lilith. But I do want you to know that sign, that does become your tribe. So when I say it could be your tribe of people, could be a Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Okay. Now with the Chiron, the wounded healer, this I have not been able to research and figure out. I do not know why, but Chiron spends a longer time in Aries and Taurus than the other signs. You could probably ask if you saw the podcast, and I will admit, she's more of an expert on Chiron than I am, especially on the healing aspect of it. But Awaken a Dream School, my soul sister, right? Venus Gemstone on IG, Anjani Segrest, she is really deep in the Chiron. She's done like a whole presentation on it. She's great, But my Chiron videos, they're pretty good, darling. To the signs on the houses, check me out. I do the Chiron nice, okay? So I hope you guys know I just like to be silly because I hope I make you guys laugh. You know what I mean? Because if you're going to spend time with me, I want to teach you, but I want to entertain you. So just like Harris One, edutainment. That is always part of my mission and mantra. Because, just like you, I watch other astrologers and learn and videos, and some people are just, and I never talk bad about any astrologers, but I will say the truth. Some people are just straight up snorefest boring. And I learn better when I'm laughing or smiling or being entertained or, a comedy character to freestyle rhyme. But it's also just authentically me, right? I can't be, this person or that person. I can only be Eric Taylor. And Eric Taylor's a good time, baby. You know what I mean? But I'm very serious, but I also like to have fun. So I hope that comes across, and it is just authentic. Because if you meet me in person, you're going to hear me rhyme. You meet me in person, you're going to hear me do comedy characters and voices. I've never done stand-up, but I told you, and some of you may know, some of you may not, right? I worked on House of Bugging and Saturday Night Live, and I almost made it on In Living Color. I auditioned. I made it all the way to the end. They were going to fly me out to LA to meet the executives at Fox as I was graduating the University of Maryland in 1994. When I used to party at Howard. I had a lot of fun. Remember, I didn't get married to age 37. I was waiting on her. She got married before me. I'm her second husband, but she got Pluto Libra. She wasn't as patient as I was. I was waiting. There's plenty of women I could have married, but I knew intuitively, you guys, that it would have wound up in divorce. It's almost like I knew I had Saturn in my 7th house, for real. When I saw my chart, I was blown away. Like, I was like, wow. But that happens with a lot of you guys. And you guys know, like even Chantel and Quintella and Gigi, doing your charts, like a lot of times we just need minor adjustments and to adjust and trust our gifts and our intuition. But a lot of times we're walking in our chart and living very aligned with our chart. But, for me, it's my job to give you the truth, but to show like, hey, like, yo, Chantel, you're amazing. Gigi, say, Quintilla, Kendra, your sister, like, it's really just pointing out to show you what your soul selected of your natural gifts. And you see that in the natal birth chart. And it's muy, muy importante. And I just love what I do. And I hope that comes across because I authentically really want to help you guys. My job and my intention, because I'm big on morals, right? Ethics. I'm never going to mislead you. If I don't know something, then I won't teach it. And I'll tell you. You'll say, Eric, do you know about this? And I'm like, I'm not a master of that yet. I don't know it yet. Like zodiacal releasing. I'm still learning it. So once I master it, then I can teach it in my level 2 course. My level 1 course is great. You take my level 1 course or one-on-one with me, you will know how to read birth charts and you can start working as an astrologer. But these are deeper concepts in astrology. Zodiacal releasing, that gets into the lot of eros, the lot of spirit, and the lot of fortune, aka the part of fortune. And it's about timing techniques and there's rules and it's so intricate. So I'm learning it. I know the basics, but I'm not a master yet. Right. But see, that's me being real and authentic to you. Some astrologers, they just lead you along and misguide you. And I would never do that. I answer to a higher calling, right? So I got to have ethics and morals. And that's why you guys notice, right? I'd always tell you, I could get a ton more views and stuff if I just sat around and did famous people's charts and celebrities and, oh, this transit, what happened with Ziana's Shador, right? No, I do that in private and coffee talk because it's private. If I don't have permission from a living person to do their chart in public, and if they've passed on, that's fair game. But a living person who's still living their destiny, well, I have no right. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Mateus, you coming in with the chat? Okay. Like I have no moral right. And there's karma, but there's also karma for you guys, right? Trying to mislead or prove an astrologer wrong or call an astrologer a lie. You know what I mean? So there's karma. Okay. This is ancient occult knowledge from the mystery schools. As I tell you guys all the time, enough a joke, right? You don't joke and play with astrology. So that's why I have my moral codes and ethics. Now she's going to get to the chat, and then I'm going to end the show, but just give you a quick little nugget because I won't be back Sunday night. And you'll see me on the recording on the Tuesday with Ken Elliott. So please watch that. I'll probably launch it Tuesday the 13th. I'm going to play Jason, and it'll probably come out like around maybe 3 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so please watch that and comment. He's a really classic OG gentleman, but he's got a great book, and we're going to talk about all that, his artwork and manifesting and everything. Really nice guy. Okay, and then I'll end off with the Scorpio full moon tips.
Okay, so, hey guys, sorry, we're got a little bit different today than we've been in the past. Danny Figueroa is here. We always have to give a shout out to Danny.
They call him D-Nice.
Yeah, they call me D-Nice. And Read My Lips.
Hey, Read My Lips. Thank you for coming.
Let's see.
Now, is anybody on here new that I haven't done your big three? If you are, please share your big three. Only for newbies.
And let's see now.
Wait, Star Baby, I don't know if I've ever done your big three. I don't think I did it on IG. And you're new here. So maybe share, if you want to, Star Baby, you could share your Sun Moon Rising, which is Queen TK, I believe. I've never done your big three. So if you want to, this is the time. This is the time to remember. It will not last forever. These are the days.
Okay.
Hold on to.
I don't know. I'm a little bit off right now.
So just pick them. Pick one and read it.
Yeah, no. I think we're good. I don't think we're good.
I don't think we're good. I think there have been comments since you've been gone.
Since
you've been gone.
Oh my God.
You know what I love? She never knows what I'm gonna do.
I don't.
I keep her guessing like nobody's business.
Oh my
She
God.
cannot contain me.
Please.
She cannot predict me.
Yes.
She likes it.
Anyways, yes, I love him. He's a good man. Oh, our man C is here. Hey C.
C's in the building.
Good afternoon. I'm late. I just got off work.
That's
It's
okay,
so good
bro.
to see you. Thank you.
Hey, I appreciate every time you come, man.
Yes,
Thank you.
we're so, and actually we appreciate every time every one of you comes.
And
so
see, I hope you come to Coffee Talk one time. Now listen, wait. I just want to say, Wifey's gonna try to get the newsletter out this evening. She's gonna be working on that soon.
I'm gonna do the best we can.
You can do it. We gotta get it out. But I just want to announce here, Coffee Talk, Saturday, May 10th, 12 p.m. noon Eastern, 2 hours, $22. Uranus and Gemini, all 12 rising signs. That's the 7-7 portal comes in. It's going to be here for a couple of months. Second hour, we're going to read a Coffee Talk member's birth chart. Email me, eric@BigEAstrology.com, if you want to volunteer your chart to be read. Next Friday, not this Friday, Friday the 16th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. 65 minutes, only $13. I'm going to be breaking down all 12 midheaven signs. Show you how your soul is vibrating in public for your career, what you should be doing for work. Work. We're going to go through all 12 midheavens. Not just work, though, and career. It's also your legacy. That's how your soul is vibrating. So you could have a Scorpio midheaven, but you could be like an Aquarius rising. You could be a Taurus sun and a Pisces moon, but your soul is vibrating for career as a Scorpio. That's the midheaven. So that's how people will see you out in public for work. Capiche? We're going to talk about it. $13, I say. Mira, you better come to this. This is crazy for the cabeza. And how you dancing, bailando, baby, in public. How you want to make your dinero? I'm going to tell you how to do it. You're not going to learn how to make the money without me. Are you crazy? You loco in your cabeza? You better come to Coffee Talk. You want to... Mira, little Coco sit alone. You want to learn? Aprender from me, para mí? You better come to BigEAstrology, man. Mama, mira, mama, you better come. So you can learn how your soul is dancing. Dancing to make the papers. I don't know about that, Biggie. If they don't have the right papers, I will kick them out of the country. They won't belong here anymore. They'll go to El Salvador in a jail. that's kind of dirty. Very nice pillows. We give them great pillows in El Salvador. Have you heard about the pillows? These are the best pillows ever. But I'll send you to El Salvador. If you don't have your papers, you're a migrant. Get out of it's my country. You get out of here.
Yeah, so I basically this is our life. Let's see now. We have Sia has joined us. Hey girl.
Oh my God, I had to stay on long enough just for Sia to come.
Yes, we were waiting.
We were waiting, Sia.
Okay, now we can say
goodbye. Sia's here.
Sia's here.
What's up, Sia? How you doing, Mama?
Nice to see you, sweetie.
I hope you're doing well.
Oh,
Okay, so you're seeing her on here?
My hair looks good, thank you. Yeah, she's here.
Okay, but I'm seeing it on there,
And
not
then,
on there? So new ones are popping up on here.
Cannot. LMBO. I don't know what LMBO.
Laughing my black ass.
Butt
butt off, yeah.
Oh.
Butt off, yeah.
See, you see how he wanted to make it your black ass off?
That would be BBAO. LMBBAO. Laughing my black butt ass off.
Okay, so then Imhotep, man, you need to do that in the next hour. I need to win now. And then C's laughing, and Quintella said, I'm so glad I can come and get some good laughs.
Thank you. I love it. That's my joy,
you know
my pleasure.
That, authenticity is the highest frequency.
Vibration.
This is Eric. There too.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Eric.
Mm-hmm.
This is Ska. This is Ska. You guys remember that?
So
I used to love club music. Oh my God. House
music all night long.
I mean, that's back in the days when you would go to the club and it wasn't about macking, it was about dancing and fun. It wasn't
about macking, it was about dancing.
For real. No, I used to I would be coming home like sweat.
Dancing.
You know what I'm saying?
Dancing.
Like not just be in a club with a drink and just standing around like, yo, everybody posting up. No, we used to dance.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't even dance and I danced.
Oh God, Lord.
Don't.
Her father, her black daddy ain't got no rhythm. So and let me tell you.
It's wrong.
So out of and then her oldest son has no rhythm. Now, our oldest, right? But out of the 3 that I've made with her, 1.5 got rhythm. Rhythm is like pretty good. Jackson.
Unfortunately.
Mateus,
that rhythmless nation gene runs deep.
She messed with Mateus, ain't got no rhythm. Now Jackson, his rhythm is just as good as mine. Yeah, I won't say it's better, it's just as good, but like his is he got sweat.
I thought you wanted him to
No, I do.
But I'm stronger than you.
I do. I tell my kids all the time. Do you guys like this with your kids? I tell my kids honestly. And because I'm a man, right, daddy, but there's 4 sons. I said, I want you to be taller than me, smarter than me, wealthier than me, kinder than me, stronger than me, taller, everything better than me. But the one thing I will never give up, none of them, never be a better MC than me. That's not going to happen. I will battle and destroy my sons if I have to on the microphone.
He'll also beat them in Madden.
Well, we haven't done that yet. I'm going to sit down with them and play Madden, but it just can't be on that TV. That TV got no good color, so it's hard for me to see it. But on Madden or 2K, I won't relinquish that. They have to earn and beat me, but they're not going to beat me on the mic. And then the rhythm, I'm just being honest. Jack is right. He's still young, so he's not, he's close though. Like he's funky though. Like Jack, he can dance. He got so much swag.
He does. And
he's going to be, all 4 of my sons are so handsome, but like,
the couple weeks ago, we were at a track meet and 3 girls pinned him. And that is, girls are making clothespins and they're decorating them with just different stuff. Like one girl said, "Are your legs tired? You've been running through my mind." And another girl had hearts and sparkles and gemstones. She bedazzled the pin for him. He got 3 of them. 3 girls. They were like,
but we noticed this in kindergarten, right?
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
Jack the Mac.
He's the one I got.
Hey, Mama Miss.
What's up, Mama Miss? We about to get off. You came late, but how you doing, girl?
But
Jack is the one I have to have that daddy-son talk with early.
And I said, no.
And William too. She met a mother, and the mother's daughter was like, "I know William. He's so popular. And he's so
cute. She said, Don't tell him.
Don't tell him.
Yeah. And I'm like, don't worry.
But he knows, like
And
William
then
knows.
another girl, she was like, "Oh, William is just too popular. Like he's too popular for me." And I was like, "Girl, he is fine. Don't you be blowing his head up
Yeah.
that he's too pop. He's fine." Anyways,
That's my
Danny loves house music.
yes, Danny. House music
And
all
on
night
that
long.
say what?
Yeah.
And
We'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. or 2:30 with IG Live. We couldn't do it today. It was just we were too busy.
And yes,
so this was fun. I'm gonna just
thank you guys.
leave you real quick with the Scorpio full moon update. So please go watch it. I felt like I put my foot in it, like how she does with all her meals, especially holiday meals. Oh God. I mean, I just want to invite you guys all over.
Good food,
if you all come to Arizona, you can come by the crib and she'll make you like, you'll see why, like I'm always smiling. This woman, oh my God, seriously, no, it's like I live with a gourmet chef. I'm not even joking. I'm seriously, like my Juno and Taurus, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Like sometimes she'll make food for me that I'm almost in tears because I'm in such gratitude because of you want to keep your man, you got to keep his tummy happy.
Yes, you do, honey. Yes, you do.
And below the tummy too. Ooh. But you got to keep the tummy happy. You got to keep the tummy happy, okay? But seriously, okay, Scorpio full moon. Now, I don't remember the time of it, but it is on Monday, the 12th. 9:50, 9:21 a.m. So 12:31. Oh, 12:31 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So 31 or 37, 36, somewhere in there. But anyway, watch the video. But this is Mercury and Taurus squaring Pluto Aquarius. This is the sun and moon at 22 degrees, the bee's knees, the ABCs. This is the Taurus sun and Uranus trining the Virgo South Node. This is about us not being fixed and stubborn and stuck on our old ways of being, existing, and doing. Us being adaptable and flexible to imagine and be a part of creating this new version of ourselves, this new existence, and walking into this new earth and new reality. You guys are seeing, and you're going to see more and more of the structures and systems are going to collapse. That power outage that they had over there in Europe, it's coming here sometime between the solstice and the September-August eclipses. Pretty sure of it, okay? We're going through a lot of energetic and spiritual shifts. The reason why they and try to block out the sun with those chemistry of the trizales, it's because the sun is shooting M-class, X-class solar flares to Gaia Mother Earth into the DNA in our bodies, which is taking us from the 3D to the 5D. In turn, you've got to do the spiritual work. You've got to be mindfulness still, meditate, breathwork, toning, yoga, hiking, walking, right? You saw when I had Natalie Marconi on, right? She said, I have to meditate with moving. I do play, visualizations. That's fine too. But it's about doing something. It's about tuning in. It's about connecting to Gaia Mother Earth, but connecting back to yourself, to your own intuition, to who you are authentically are. And I can show you that through the birth chart, but you've got to do the work. I can honestly tell you when I ground in earth and nature and really focus on my breath and being still and quiet, I see and feel my spiritual gifts grow and increase. And Dr. Joe Dispenza, will give him credit. He does the scientific research and studies, and he's proven scientifically that with increased meditation, you can extend your telomeres, which increases your life. Remember, we had 12-strand DNA down to 2? That's what this is about. That is what extends the life. The Anunnaki or someone is what turned it off to limit our lives to only the max, 120 years. The chemicals and the toxins take that from 120 to about, what is it for women? 78, 79, men, 76, 77. That's the life expectancy. So midlife is not 50, right? If you just get an 80, midlife is like 38, 40. But not if we're doing this work. So please take this serious. I'm a logical Virgo. I do it because it works. If it didn't work, I wouldn't share it with you and talk about it. But what works for me may not work for you. As I tell you, I ground in earth and nature. I do breath work. I meditate. I do toning. I do ice cold showers. I do these different things. For you, it may need to be hiking, yoga, tai chi, right? You may need the sound bowls and the crystals. Like everybody, you got to find your niche. But when you do, 7 days a week, no days off. And the more you increase it, start off 3 minutes, 5 minutes, guided meditations on YouTube, whatever. But try to build it and do it morning, noon, night, morning, night, whatever works for you. But try to break it up so it's not overwhelming. We got to live these 3D lives. We're still in the 3D. But if you can build up the spiritual muscle to 30 minutes to an hour, God bless you. You're going to be golden, pony boy. Okay? You remember the Outsiders? They need to redo the Outsiders with a black cast. That would be dope. The Black Outsiders. Yeah. I need to see that. And I'm going to try to see if I can rewrite the script and do Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Black with my son.
Yes, that would be so cool.
Okay, with the truth. He's a very talented actor. Even though he don't want to do it, he's a natural Leo South Node. He's gifted. And he's a Gemini Sun and Moon. So that's it. Gotta go.
All right.
We gotta work on the newsletter.
So much.
I gotta work on a chart reading.
Yeah, trying to get this newsletter out.
And please go now. First of all, like and comment. Remember, do me a favor, you guys. Just come back when the show's over. Put a little emoji, thumbs up. Thanks, Eric and Alana, in the comments, because it helps the things grow. If you guys watch any of my videos, please just leave a quick comment. It really helps it grow in the algorithms. And we're trying. Oh, I got Elena from Searchlight Tarot coming back.
Oh, that's going to be a great
A lot of you newbies.
Do you guys remember when Elena was on?
Danny may remember, but a lot of the newbies don't know.
Their chemistry is really
She's an Aquarius. She's one of the top tarot readers on YouTube. She's got over 200,000. Yeah. You like tarot, you got to watch her.
She's amazing.
She's really good. Like she's gifted. Yeah, she's coming back on, I think it's May 29th. So when I tell you May is going to be rocking. Yeah. You know, I try to bring it for you guys.
And now Elena's real good.
She's really good.
All right. Thank you guys. We love you guys. And see ya. These Gen A girls are different. And thank you for coming. We love you guys.
It was so much fun. Now, remember, go vote on the community page, right in the post, when you want to do the free sinners.
And
either
Quintella,
Friday.
We got to get you to the movies. Oh, wait a minute.
Quintella already saw it. She saw Sinners.
No, I think she said she didn't see it. I might have been wrong on that. But, it might be. I think because at a certain point you were busy with taxes. And I don't know.
Well, we saw it the other day, so hopefully you see it and come. Even if you didn't see it, you can still come.
Yeah, we went.
But we're going to look at the chart.
Like at 11 o'clock in the morning.
It was good. It was good.
It's a short movie. It's only like an hour and a half long.
Maybe hour 40, but it was good. It was different and interesting and not what I expected, though. Because nobody really shared what it was about, you know what I mean? It definitely very vampire.
And since we're not connected to the news and any of that stuff. We walk into stuff, we're here. We just heard something about it. We heard black folks and the movie, and we were like,
but,
okay.
Michael B. Jordan and Krugler, but I didn't know my boy is in it. Delroy Lindo is one of the best actors ever.
Oh, okay. Got you. Well, you know what? We're going to be set. Quintella is training for a new job. We're going to be setting you.
Well, you got this.
Expansive mind thing.
You're going to do a great job.
Mama Miss could watch it again.
Okay.
The movie was spectacular.
The cinematography. Did you know the cinematographer is a younger black? I think she's in her 30s. It's a sister, black woman.
Yes.
She's very talented.
I get it, Quintella.
That's okay, Quintella. But you still can come to Sinners. It's going to be for free.
And in terms of when is the coffee talk?
For Sinners, it's probably going to be either Friday. Go vote on the page. I need people to vote. Either Friday night. If you want to write in Sunday night, let me know. I just didn't want to put that as a choice because of Mother's Day. But if enough people want Sunday night, we could do it.
Yeah, we're trying to see when people want to do it. It is going to be free to everybody.
It's free.
So we're really wanting to get as many people to come.
And you make sure you email me so you can get the link. I'm not just putting it out for public.
It's fun to do these kind of things. He's going to do the birth chart of Sinners.
Yeah.
Right. And it's fun doing these things. We might do more of them. So that's where we're testing this out.
So the choices.
Yes, we love Delroy too.
Delroy's
he was amazing.
The choices are Friday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Those are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. But I could also do Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. If that's what mothers want on Mother's Day, I'm going to honor the mothers. Who am I to go against a mother?
Let me go.
And happy
check
Mother's
and
Day,
see.
Mom. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, thank you guys. We love you.
Hopefully you
and
come to Coffee Talk this Saturday, May 10th, 12 p.m. Eastern. Uranus and Gemini, all 12 signs, and you can volunteer your chart to get read.
Yay!
Biggie Astrology.
Bye, guys.
Love you. Peace.
Love you too.